Big Z Reviews. Palm Springs is a new romantic comedy that just released on Hulu. I think it was originally supposed to come out in theaters, but with COVID and everything, Hulu bought up the rights for it and they premiered it this past weekend. And it is a really funny and really entertaining film.
So now what do we do?
You just have to embrace the fact that nothing matters.
Do you sleep with people in here?
Great question. I have, but it takes a lot of work.
May I cut in? It's the first dance. And that's a deal breaker?
That didn't work? Let's waste some time.
So this was directed by Max Barbacow, and it mainly stars Andy Samberg, Cristin Milioti, and J.K. Simmons. And the setting for this film is that there's a marriage going on, some sort of retreat or something, and shenanigans occur. But to talk at all about really what this movie is about is you have to kind of spoil it slightly. I mean, you find out pretty quick, but I think you may enjoy it even more if you don't know what's going on when you start the film. So if you maybe want to watch the movie first and come back and watch my review, it might be better. I found out, I heard about what this film is, and I think it didn't hurt it at all. But I think if I didn't know that, it would have been more surprising, I think. But on to the small general spoiler. This is a Groundhog Day film. The infinite loop timeline sort of films. And it is a really interesting and fun take on it. Because, usually we always see that, the person's first time it happens, and then, but this one, Andy Samberg, it's not even very clear, but he's doing things, and you think, is he just a goofball that's kind of trying to ruin this wedding? Or he's doing things that you think that maybe he's done this before, And then, but at the end of this first day, it happens that the girl he's flirting with, the maid of honor, the sister of the bride, played by Cristin Milioti, who is, I don't think I've ever really seen her or anything, but she is really good in this. But she gets stuck in the loop with him, along with J.K. Simmons, who was kind of hunting Andy Samberg for a reason that you'll find out maybe perhaps later. And it is really funny. Multiple times throughout the film, I really laughed a lot. And I mean, it's written really well too. With it has a lot of little surprises, little things you learn, and and the relationship between Andy Samberg and Cristin Milioti is really interesting. And it's kind of different how they play it, having two people in the loop at the same time so that they can experiment with stuff or it's because they kind of build a relationship, even though everyone else around them is repeating the same day. They remember what happened the previous day, so they can have kind of a relationship and what that means. It's really well crafted, and I like how they do how they explain the time loop. I know sometimes they don't try to explain it at all. And this one, they kind of do it something that's maybe sort of magic, but they also use some kind of science to figure it out, and some stuff, I like some of the things they do with it. And I really like too, Andy Samberg is great, because so many times, when you have this sort of, repeating timeline, repeating day sort of thing, you have the people, learn, they master some sort of thing, study and master the piano, master dance, do all this stuff. And he's just really kind of, by the time you're watching it, he's kind of given up. So he's just letting it flow. He has to repeat the same day anyway. He will just go along with the flow and not do anything. He's just. I really like that he's, that what he offers. He's really great in the film, and just as a whole, it's an excellent movie. I would have loved to see it in theaters, but seeing it for free on Hulu at home is great too, especially when you can't go to the theaters. Because, I mean, if you have Hulu, and you gotta watch this. If you don't have Hulu, you may find some other way to watch it. Because it is an excellent movie, really funny, and the romance angle, isn't that hard. They don't push it that hard, but when they do do stuff with it, it's very well done. It hits you in the feels a little bit, not too much. It's more definitely leaning more on the comedy. But it's a great movie. I'd probably give it like 8.75 or 9 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But thanks for watching. You should get every playlist on my head and Sky Schmidt Z over there. Thanks. This has been a Big Z movie review. Thanks for watching.